The Kardashian world just can't catch a break. And this time, Scott Disick is back in the headlines, shaking the very core of Kourtney Kardashian's already fragile marriage with Travis Barker. Fans are losing their minds after shocking reports surfaced claiming that Scott's true feelings for Kourtney have finally come to light, and what he allegedly said has sent social media spiraling. According to insiders, Scott has never truly moved on from Kourtney, and his latest comments might just be the reason tension between Kourtney and Travis is reaching boiling point. Sources say Travis isn't just furious, he's humiliated. What started as playful banter has now morphed into whispered accusations, awkward confrontations, and explosive jealousy that could unravel everything Kourtney built. Fans can't stop asking, is Scott trying to win her back, or is this his revenge for being replaced? The tension is thick, emotions are raw, and the Kardashian-Jenner clan is doing their best to keep this storm under wraps. But when Scott Disick's emotions are involved, chaos is never far behind. So what's really going on behind the glamorous filters and Instagram smiles? You're about to find out. It started with a single post, a seemingly harmless, nostalgic picture that Scott Disick shared on his Instagram story. It was an old throwback photo of him and Kourtney from their early Keeping Up with the Kardashians days, the kind of cozy, sun-drenched image that instantly sent fans into a frenzy. Within minutes, social media lit up like wildfire. The caption read, "Some memories never fade." Simple words, but powerful enough to reignite one of Hollywood's most complicated love triangles. Insiders say Travis Barker saw the post just minutes after it went live, and what happened next turned into a full-blown emotional meltdown. Travis felt blindsided, a source close to the family revealed. He thought Scott had finally moved on, but that post made him question everything. The tension reportedly escalated behind closed doors, with Kourtney caught in the middle, trying to diffuse the growing fire between the two men who, in their own ways, have both loved her deeply. What fans didn't see was what came next. According to an insider who claims to have been at a private dinner in Calabasas, Travis confronted Kourtney after noticing she hadn't immediately shut Scott down. "So what, you miss him now?" He allegedly snapped, slamming his phone on the table. Kourtney, stunned and exhausted, fired back. "You're being ridiculous, Travis. It was just a memory, not a message." But Travis wasn't buying it. To him, Scott's post was more than a memory. It was a signal, a subtle way of saying he still had a place in Kourtney's heart. Meanwhile, Scott was playing it cool on the surface, but insiders claim his motives weren't as innocent as they appeared. A close friend spilled to a gossip outlet. "Scott's been reminiscing a lot lately. Seeing Kourtney married changed him, but not in the way people think. He's nostalgic, jealous, and maybe even a little regretful." Fans started digging deeper, uncovering small details that added fuel to the speculation. Scott's recent interviews were filled with odd pauses whenever Kourtney's name came up. He'd smile wistfully, look down, and then change the subject. Classic Scott Disick behavior when he's hiding something emotional. Meanwhile, Travis's mood reportedly shifted from calm to explosive. People close to the drummer say he became more protective, watching Kourtney's every move, especially after noticing she had liked one of Scott's recent posts. That's when he snapped, a family insider shared. He told her that Scott was using nostalgia to manipulate her, and that he wasn't going to sit back and let it happen. The tension between them started bleeding into public appearances. At one event in Malibu, fans caught a tense exchange on video. Kourtney whispered something to Travis and his face hardened. He turned away, jaw clenched as Kourtney tried to touch his arm, but he pulled back. The clip went viral within hours, with fans captioning it, "Trouble in Paradise?" But what really sent shockwaves was a leaked text exchange allegedly between Scott and one of Kourtney's sisters. In the messages, Scott reportedly admitted, "I'll always love her. I just didn't realize what I had until it was gone." Whether those texts were real or not didn't even matter. The narrative had already spun out of control. Fans were convinced. Scott was trying to claw his way back into Kourtney's life, and Travis knew it. Kourtney, on the other hand, was caught in emotional quicksand. She adored her husband, but had shared nearly a decade of life, children, and heartbreak with Scott. Old emotions don't just vanish, and seeing him express regret stirred something unexpected inside her. A mix of sadness, confusion, and unfinished feelings. Even Kris Jenner, the ultimate family PR mastermind, was reportedly panicking. "She knows drama brings ratings," a source close to the Kardashians admitted. But she also knows this kind of drama could destroy Kourtney's peace. Travis isn't the type to play games, and Scott's emotions are unpredictable. By the end of that week, the internet was divided. Some fans accused Scott of sabotaging Kourtney's happiness out of jealousy. Others argued that his post was just a sentimental reflection, blown out of proportion by the media. Meanwhile, our Team Travis and our Team Scott started trending on X, formerly Twitter, turning a family's emotional turmoil into global entertainment. Kourtney tried to keep her head down, posting cryptic wellness quotes and focusing on her kids, but even that backfired. One of her captions read, "Sometimes the past knocks just to see if you're still home." Fans instantly assumed it was about Scott, and the rumor mill exploded again. Behind the cameras, the tension wasn't dying, it was growing. Travis was convinced Scott's nostalgia was more than an emotional slip. He saw it as a threat. And the more Kourtney tried to calm him, the more distant he became. What began as a single Instagram story was now spiraling into the most emotional chapter of their marriage yet. By the time the weekend rolled around, whispers about the Scott-Kourtney-Travis triangle had become the hottest topic on every gossip site and fan forum. But things really exploded when the three of them, Scott, Kourtney, and Travis, ended up at the same private event in Hidden Hills. It was a birthday dinner for one of their mutual friends, meant to be a chill night. Instead, it turned into the most awkward gathering of the year. According to witnesses, Scott walked in confidently, dressed sharp, and all smiles. But everyone in the room felt the tension shift the moment Travis saw him. "You could feel it," one guest said. It was like two worlds colliding. Kourtney tried to stay composed, but her eyes said everything. At first, Scott kept his distance. He chatted with Kris Jenner, joked with Khloe, and even made a few polite comments to Kourtney. But Travis wasn't having it. People close to him say he was fuming silently, gripping his drink so tight that the veins in his arm were popping. When Scott finally walked over to Kourtney to compliment her outfit, "You look great, by the way. Reminds me of that Cabo trip, that was it." Travis stepped forward and said, "You had your time, man. Don't make this weird." Scott smirked, shrugged, and replied coolly, "Just being friendly, bro." "Don't be so insecure." Those 6 words lit the fuse. Travis shot back, "Insecure? You post old pictures of my wife like it's 2012. That's not friendly, that's desperate." The room went dead silent. Guests exchanged glances, phones discreetly came out, and Kris quickly motioned to her assistant to keep cameras away. Kourtney tried to step between them, saying, "Stop it. Both of you. This isn't the time or place." But Travis wasn't backing down. He took a step closer, his voice low but fierce. "You had years to make her happy." "You didn't, so let it go." Scott's smirk dropped. He leaned in slightly, eyes cold. "You think a couple of tattoos and love songs make you special? You're just her new face." "I'll always be family." That line hit hard, especially for Kourtney, who looked stunned and heartbroken at the same time. She turned to Scott, whispering, "Why are you doing this?" He didn't answer. He just walked away, leaving behind an atmosphere so tense you could cut it with a knife. Within hours, someone leaked snippets of what went down to a celebrity blog, and the story blew up. Hashtags like Dark Scott vs. Travis and Dark Kourtney's Caught in the Middle trended for days. Fans divided themselves into camps. Some called Travis protective and loyal, others accused him of being controlling. And then there were those who insisted Scott's heartbreak made him human. "He lost the love of his life. Of course he's acting out," one viral tweet read. But the drama didn't stop there. Days later, Travis unfollowed Scott on Instagram and deleted multiple photos with Kourtney that fans called too vulnerable. It was as if he was silently rebuilding his walls, trying to protect himself, or maybe making a statement that he was done pretending everything was okay. Meanwhile, Kourtney found herself cornered emotionally. She reportedly broke down during a family meeting, confessing to her sisters that she felt torn between peace and guilt. Kim tried to calm her down, saying, "Babe, you can't control what they do. You just have to protect your space." But Khloe, ever the blunt one, apparently told her, "You can't expect Travis to chill when Scott's out here playing memory lane. He's baiting him." Fans even noticed a sudden change in Kourtney's posts. Gone were the romantic captions with Travis. Instead, she started sharing solo shots. Cryptic quotes about healing, boundaries, and letting go of emotional chaos. Every post was dissected by fans. Every emoji decoded for clues. But what really shocked people was a leaked audio clip that surfaced on TikTok. allegedly recorded at that Hidden Hills dinner. In the clip, you can faintly hear Scott saying, "She'll come around. She always does." Whether real or edited, the clip went viral instantly, adding gasoline to an already raging fire. Kourtney's reaction? Silence, complete silence. No statements, no comments, just a few moody black and white Instagram stories that hinted at emotional exhaustion. Kravis, on the other hand, seemed to channel his frustration into music. His latest studio session was filled with cryptic posts, drum beats, dark tones, and one caption that read, "Some ghosts don't stay buried." Sources close to the family say this entire situation has taken a toll on their marriage. "Kourtney's tired," one insider said. "She loves Travis deeply, but the Scott situation never fully went away. It's like an emotional ghost that haunts every relationship she's in." The Kardashian circle, always tight-lipped, reportedly held an intervention-style meeting to calm things down. Kris, ever the mastermind, apparently warned Scott to stop feeding the press or risk being cut off from certain family events. But Scott, being Scott, allegedly replied, "I'll always be around, whether they like it or not." And just like that, what started as an innocent Instagram memory had become a three-way emotional battlefield. The tension wasn't dying down. It was escalating. Scott's feelings were out in the open, Travis's jealousy was boiling, and Kourtney? She was watching the two most important men in her life tear each other apart, all while the world watched, judged, and speculated. After that explosive confrontation, the entire Kardashian world was on edge. Every outlet from TMZ to Deux Moi was dissecting every blink, every unfollow, every caption. But the real firestorm wasn't happening behind closed doors anymore. It was happening online. The fans had turned this into a digital battleground, and everyone was picking sides. On one hand, the Team Travis crowd painted Scott as a manipulative ex who couldn't let go. "He had his chance for years," one fan tweeted. "Now he's just trying to mess up her happiness because he's miserable." On the other hand, Jocker Team Scott loyalists claimed Travis was insecure, controlling, and overreacting. "Scott's not wrong for having feelings," another post read. "Kourtney will always be his family. Travis needs to deal with it." Even celebrities were chiming in. An anonymous Hollywood insider told the Shade Room that a lot of people in the industry think Scott and Kourtney's chemistry never died. That single line was enough to send the fandom into meltdown. Memes flooded TikTok. Clips of old KUWTK episodes showing Scott calling Kourtney his soulmate resurfaced, amassing millions of views. Then came the curveball that nobody saw coming. A leaked draft from a gossip magazine allegedly featuring unseen photos of Scott visiting Kourtney's home for the kids. The images showed him in casual clothes, smiling at the doorway, and fans immediately went feral. Was it co-parenting? Or something else? Travis, insiders claim, was furious when he saw the photos. He didn't believe it was innocent, a source close to the couple said. He accused her of letting Scott back into their lives emotionally. The argument that followed was reportedly one of their worst yet. Kourtney, exhausted, snapped, "He's the father of my kids, Travis. He's always going to be in my life." "You knew that." Travis fired back, "Yeah, but not like this. Not when he's posting love songs and old pictures of you." The argument spiraled into tears, slammed doors, and an eerie silence that lasted for days. Meanwhile, Scott was reportedly basking in the media attention. Friends claim he started dressing sharper, posting more frequently, and even dropping subtle captions like, "Timing is everything." Fans saw it as his way of taunting Travis, a silent game of one-upmanship. But insiders say deep down, Scott wasn't as smug as he appeared. "He misses her, plain and simple," one source told Page 6. "He's realizing too late what he lost." The public tension soon turned into something darker. Rumors began circulating that producers from the Kardashians were urging Kourtney to address the situation on camera for the upcoming season. "They know this drama sells," one insider confessed. "They want her to open up about how she really feels about Scott and how it's affecting her marriage." But Kourtney wasn't ready to put that pain on display. Not yet. That's when the most shocking moment hit. During a late-night Instagram live, Travis posted a cryptic message: "Don't mistake silence for peace." Fans instantly flooded the comments, asking if it was about Scott. Within minutes, Kourtney's sister Khloe posted a quote that read, "Sometimes silence is the loudest answer." The internet lost it. Was this coordinated shade? Was the family closing ranks against Scott? Scott, never one to back down from public tension, posted a story of his own, an old clip of him and Kourtney laughing together, captioned, "We had our own language." The clip exploded across social media, with fans tagging Kourtney and Travis nonstop. The video racked up millions of views before Scott quietly deleted it the next morning. But by then, the damage was done. Behind the scenes, sources say Kourtney broke down. She was tired of being everyone's headline, an insider revealed. She loves Travis but can't erase her history with Scott. It's like being punished for having a past. She reportedly confided in Kim, saying, "No matter what I do, I'm always caught between them. I just want peace." Kim, ever the strategist, advised her to take control of the narrative. "Post your truth before they twist it," she said. But Kris Jenner, ever the mastermind, had a different idea. She allegedly wanted to spin the chaos into an emotional storyline for the next season, a redemption arc that shows Kourtney's strength. "People relate to her," Kris reportedly said. "They love her because she's real. If she shows the pain, it'll break the internet in the best way." But Kourtney wasn't thinking about ratings. She wanted to protect her kids. Reign and Penelope had already started noticing the tension, asking questions about why Daddy and Travis don't like each other. That's when it hit her. This wasn't just about love or loyalty anymore. It was about family, so Kourtney made a decision. She reportedly invited Scott to her house for a private sit-down, away from cameras and chaos. "We need to talk," she texted him. "Just you and me." When Scott arrived, he expected another round of emotional back and forth. But what he got instead was pure honesty. "I care about you," Kourtney told him. "You'll always be family. But you can't keep doing this. You can't drag my marriage into your regrets. It's not fair to me, or to you." Scott, quiet for once, just nodded. He admitted, "I messed up. I thought I had time. And I don't." It was the most raw moment. Between them in years, two people who loved each other deeply but knew they were standing on opposite sides of forever. But what they didn't know was that Travis had seen the car in the driveway. And that was the moment everything went up in flames again. And there you have it. The love triangle nobody saw coming, reignited in true Kardashian fashion. What started as a simple Instagram post spiraled into a full-blown emotional storm that's now tearing through Calabasas like wildfire. Scott Disick's true feelings for Kourtney Kardashian have cracked open old wounds, forcing Travis Barker to face every insecurity he thought he'd buried. Kourtney, caught in the middle of two worlds, the past that shaped her and the future she's fighting to protect, is left emotionally drained, unsure which version of love she can live with. Insiders say the fallout hasn't ended. Travis reportedly confronted Kourtney after spotting Scott's car outside her home that night. Neighbors heard raised voices, and the next morning, Kourtney was seen leaving for Kris Jenner's house, visibly upset. Fans are now asking the million-dollar question: is this the beginning of the end for Kourtney and Travis, or just another test of their chaotic love story? Whatever happens next, one thing's certain: the internet is watching every move. Will Scott finally let go, or is he quietly plotting one last chance to win Kourtney back? Now it's your turn. What do you think? Has Scott crossed the line, or is Travis overreacting? Is Kourtney still torn between her old love and her new life? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're just as shocked as we are. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. Because if there's one thing we've learned about this family, the drama never ends, it just gets louder. Stay tuned. The next chapter is already brewing.